Happy holidays, everybody. I'm Bill Hammond, and I actually paid to see this. Before we get into the final worst trailer in the world for the year, I just want to say one more thank you to everyone who took the time out to watch my pathetic attempts at preemptive criticism and humor over the last 12 months. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the series next year. With that said, it's time to close out 2022 in style, I guess. Anyway, seeing as how last month I ripped into a trailer for obvious Oscar bait that relied heavily on the schmaltz factor and our nostalgia for the magic of movies, it's only appropriate that for December we go to the other extreme, i.e. obvious Oscar bait that purports to be controversial and gritty, showing the dark side of Hollywood, even though it pretty much looks like a straight-up copy of so many better films over the years. So sit back, relax, and watch the snow fall. Oh wait, I live in Los Angeles. This can't be snow. This image of the Paramount logo being snorted like a literal mountain of cocaine is approved for all audiences. Let it never be said that the MPAA isn't consistent. Though that said, if this actually happens in the boardroom, it might explain why Paramount Plus even exists.
If you could go anywhere in the whole world, where would you go?
I always wanted to be part of something bigger.
I love that answer.
But he didn't answer her question. The question was, if you could go anywhere, where would you go? Things like Tokyo would be an answer. Things like France would be an answer. Things like to my bedroom with you right now because you're Margot Robbie, a literal goddess walking among us on Earth, would be an answer.
Written in the stars. I am a star.
So, by the transitive property, that would mean it is written in you. Did Margot Robbie get back into tattooing and nobody told us?
If I had money, I would only spend it on things that were fun, you know? Not boring things like taxes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official platform of the Republican Party.
I'm just one for everyone to party forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official platform of the Matt Gaetz wing of the Republican Party. Or at least it would be if she were 15 years younger, maybe? Jesus Christ, did she take dancing lessons from Elaine Bennis? Seriously, look at it again. I can't be the only one thinking it.
When I first moved to LA, signs on all the doors said, no actors or dogs allowed. I changed that.
Yeah, now you can take your dog anywhere in this city. Thanks, Brad. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy, Brad Pitt? Who's your good boy?
And now, y'all ready for something different?
Yes, I am. Which is why I find it so confusing that it looks like I'm watching Tony Montana's version of Singin' in the Rain. They say that jazz is about listening to the notes that the musicians don't play. Well, that's about as enjoyable as these shrieking horns are gonna get, because this repeating 4-note cycle over and over and over again is essentially ear rape to me.
You have to redefine the form.
Then why are you doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by way of The Wolf of Wall Street? He said reinvent the form, not copy-paste.
Rika! I am not alone.
Academy Award winner Brad Pitt, everyone. Let's hear it. Does anyone know when this movie comes out? I just can't tell.
I'm in so much trouble, Manny.
I'm contractually obligated for 5 more DC movies.
What I do means something.
Is that what you told yourself during Happy Feet 2?
You thought this town needed you. It's bigger than you.
She tries to make this sound epic and damning, but this is literally true of every town in the world. They're towns. He's a person. By definition, one is bigger than the other. This is like saying, you thought this shit needed flowers. Shit is smellier than flowers. Fucking duh. No idea, Toby, just no idea. But hey, at least you can have someone sling ring you into another dimension if you want. We gotta put up with this crap.
Listen up, all you big dick Mr. Man! Who wants to see me fight a fucking snake?
Only if it's a trouser snake. Nuge! And there it is, folks, the final worst trailer in the world for 2022. Look, Damien Chazelle is a very talented director. I take nothing away from the guy, but this entire project just reeks of sour grapes to me. It's like he got super drunk after La La Land lost Best Picture, and then he decided, well, you know what? Fuck them. They don't like my tribute to classic Hollywood? Well, I'll just make a movie where everyone in Hollywood is a drugged out whore. And then he somehow got people to greenlight it. Yay? Even then, despite clearly ripping off the likes of Quentin Tarantino, Robert Altman, Paul Thomas Anderson, Brian De Palma, and Martin Scorsese, and despite the fact that the half-assed attempts at Furious Jazz look more like... how did George put it?
More like a full-body dry heave set the music.
He still insisted that it campaigned for awards. Because, fun fact, this movie was originally supposed to come out last December. But instead, Chazelle and Paramount decided to delay it for an entire year, ostensibly due to COVID, even though all the theaters had already reopened. And there were 12 other months where he could have put this out at any time. I don't buy it. He's trying to con us all into thinking that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, when the more likely scenario is he realized that Babylon couldn't even compete with such impressive, surefire heavyweights as Don't Look Up or the Nightmare Alley remake. Until next time, folks, keep it locked on the blog, actuallypaid.com, for news, reviews, and other features, and I'll be back bright and early in the new year to break down yet another terrible trailer and start the year off proper. Until then, everyone, have a great holiday season. I'm Bill Hammond. I actually paid to see this. I hope Kevin Smith doesn't sue me for that last joke. God, my lips are so chapped.
Do you wanna know how I got this scar? Dry lips.
It took 24 takes to get the second half of the outro right. I am a dumb.